Welcome back to Jets Flight Plan. Eric Allen alongside the Mad Backer Bart Scott. We are inside the red zone. That means you are on the hot seat standing up. I'm going to give you a number of topics about the Jets, the National Football League, and even some entertainment, but you have to keep your analysis quick, snappy, and on point, or else the buzzer's coming your way.
So just throw the punch. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. Andrew Luck, he's back starting for the Indianapolis Colts, on pace for 4,700 yards and 38 touchdowns. Is Luck all the way back? Because the Jets are going to see him today at MetLife Stadium.
He's back, but the team isn't ready. I think they're going to be on the road. They're going to come to a hostile environment. I need the Jets defense to take the next step. If they can harass him like they've been harassing quarterbacks, get him on the ground. He's a guy that believes in that arm, that surgically repaired arm. He's going to give you opportunities to make big plays. They're still young. They're protecting them better. They put a lot of their draft capital inside the offensive line. That defense still could be taken advantage of. Luck. We're lucky. You're not lucky.
Listen, you're jumping topics here. I said, is he all the way back from injury?
No, he's not. Because a couple of weeks ago, Jacoby Brissett had to come in the game and throw the Hail Mary.
Okay, the Crow Show. How about Isaiah Crowell? I know he's one of your favorites. 219 yards. That's a franchise single-game record against the Denver Broncos. What do you say about Crowell?
The dude showed up and showed out. You're talking about Thomas Jones' record, Curtis Martin. He put himself in rarefied air. He showed what he's capable of doing, and Bilal Powell helped him out too.
How about Marcus May? 104-yard return against the Broncos. That was the longest return in franchise history, but he didn't cash it in. What does he got to do differently next time around?
One, he has to run some extra gassers because it looked like when he jumped there at the 20-yard line, he had a piano on his back. He had an opportunity. He was being selfish. He wanted to get all the glory. He had his main man, Jamal Adams, right there, prime for the pitch. All he had to do was hand off the baton, but he wanted this for himself. How can you go all the way to the 1-inch line? You got to reach it out, Marcus. Come on, man. Close only counts in horseshoes.
All right, a couple weeks after Alvin Kamara took it through the tunnel at MetLife Stadium, Robbie Anderson did the same thing. 3 catches, 123 yards against the Broncos, including 2 touchdowns. And he's another one who went right through the tunnel.
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Bo Jackson did it back in the day. Robbie Anderson did his best Bo Nose impersonation. Alvin Kamara a couple of weeks before. Objects may seem larger in the rear view. I tell you what, this guy has speed. He has rare speed. And if he can continue to start stacking performances, Sam's QB rating is going to go through the roof. Yeah. We're going to light up the scoreboard.
The buzzer is off. All right, we're talking about Khabib, Conor McGregor. What do you think about that?
There's a lot of tension, a lot of arrows thrown at each other. McGregor was talking about this man's religion, calling his family a terrorist, saying that they were informants. And this guy beat Conor McGregor like he stole something. I tell you what, Conor has a lot of explaining to do because that mystique about him being the baddest man in UFC is over. Then when Conor gets up, lost all respect for him. This is only business, mate. It ain't business. This personal for Khabib. And he made it personal. Woo, he beat you like you stole something.
At halftime of today's game, Jets and the Colts, the organization will honor the Super Bowl III team that made history with the 16-7 upset of a Colts squad that was favored by 18 points.
I tell you what, it was important. It was important to the NFL when you think about the AFL merging with the NFL. They never really took him quite seriously. They looked at him like they were the JV. And for him to guarantee it, he was brave enough to throw it out there and brave enough and good enough to pull it off.
And it wasn't all Broadway Joe. The Jets rushed for 140 yards in that Super Bowl and had 5 interceptions. I know you love that.
Defense wins championships. I'm going to tell you what, that game was full of Hall of Famers, full of guys that made a huge impact on the NFL and helped us move it to where we are now. Thanks for this money.
And we are moving on. We'll be back next week inside the red zone. This guy's fired up.
Next week I need an extended clock.